Hello and welcome. You're watching Ask Profit on NDTV Profit. I'm your host Himakshi Bahugana. Along with me is my co-host Puneet, and together we will be taking up all your queries. So viewers, don't forget to call us on the numbers flashing on your screens right now. You can also reach out to us on WhatsApp. Both the numbers are flashing on your screens right now. And on the show, we are being joined by Vikas Jain, Head of Research at Reliance Securities, on the technicals. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Now let's go across frame. Vikas, I'd like to come to you on this. How is NTPC looking on the charts?
It's attractively poised because if you look at the stock had a vertical fall from the highs of 445, 450. It has witnessed a good support near to its 100-week average and witnessing some amount of up move. And with the budget in focus, the power sector would continue to remain in focus. It has also crossed its short-term band of averages. So we believe it's a good time to enter into the stock. On the higher side, we believe the stock can move higher further near to 385 to 390 over the next 3 to 4 months.
All right. So that's the view coming in on the short term. And
Vikas, let me just come across to you for a quick technical check on this. What are the charts suggesting? Because the last 1 month has been very volatile for this counter. Any kind of outlook that you have for Kalyan Jewellers?
If you look at the longer term structure, over the last 1 year, the stock tested near to those 785, 800 levels multiple rounds and then retraced sharp profit booking. This time the profit booking was been pretty sharp and swift across and not clocked by more than 30% from its high. So the structure has become weak. Any bounce back near to those 575, 580 levels, which is the 200-day average, again would be a strong resistance area. So the structure has turned weak. It's better to exit on rallies and invest into some other stocks.
all right, so that's a view coming in on Kalyan week. So Vikas, coming straight to you on this, how is BLS faring on the charts?
Well, the stock has just declined from its 52-week high for 510, 515. So he has almost bought near to the peaks. Some double top has been emerged at 515 to 520 levels. So we were advised to maintain some stretch stop loss at the current area. Because if you look at when the structure turns weak, the sell-off should also be equally sharp. So I would advise to trail a stop off near to 443, 445 is the band of averages. If that has been breached out, then we should expect further decline. And on the higher side, 510 to 515 again would be a strong resistance point.
Thanks for that view, Vikas. Let me go across.
So I'd like both the technical and fundamental view on it. Coming to you, Vikas, what do you have to say on ITC?
If you look at some major corporate action has taken place in the last month, where the ITC hotel shares would be received by the investor. So the stock has witnessed some amount of corporate action, due to which the stock 25-30 rupees, which was the value in the terms of ITC hotels, has been declined. So we believe once the ITC hotels has been listed, and we would see some amount of traction with the hotel business coming through. In terms of ITC, it is at multi-month support area. So 410, 420 is a strong support area from where we have witnessed strong amount of accumulation. So it should continue to hold on. We believe once the ITC hotels has been listed, it would again regain its story to 475 to 480.
Right. And
Vikas, let me just quickly ask your view also, because the last 6 months, the stock has been down around 20-23%. But the last year has been good for the company, but it's seen some correction the last 6 months. Any kind of view that you have on the same?
The whole PSU basket has witnessed correction over the last 6 months. The same simultaneously went into through for Bharat Bijli. It is forming some amount of formation base area near to those 3300, 3400 levels. So 3300 is a good 20-month average to hold on. So we believe some bounce back cannot be ruled out from current levels, as we have witnessed good amount of move into the other PSU names. So the stock could move higher near to those 3850 to 3900 levels. And if some budget news flow comes in positive, then it would move further.
that's the view coming in on. Vikas, what do you have to say on CDSL for short term?
Well, the stock is at the support area. No doubt it has witnessed good amount of 15-17% correction, but it has been the new entry into the F&O basket in December. So it is witnessing some amount of unwinding from those few long-term holders in terms of selling it as an arbitrage, but it is at near to support areas. So should witness some amount of strong positive up move. So on the higher side, 1740, 1750 should be easily tested if the market continues the move near to those 23,800 to 23,900 levels.
Okay. Got that view, Vikas. New future. Okay, I'll just get that query. Okay. So Sterling and Wilson, let me get both a technical and a fundamental view. Vikas, the counter has been very volatile. Any kind of outlook that you have on Sterling and Wilson, and if not this particular stock, do you recommend getting out of the stock and getting into any other renewable player at this point of time?
So in the near future, as the client queries, investor queries, so we believe it will take time to recoup its losses because it has seen a vertical fall and post-result reactions. Also, the stock went lower circuit. So we believe it's some more time pain has to be correction. Maybe price-wise, the stock would have finished its correction, but some time correction and consolidation cannot be ruled out. So the investor will have to wait for another 6 to 9 months to recoup on the higher side near to those 455 to 480 odd levels.
Mahesh, any kind of fundamental view on this particular stock? To
Yes.
Vikas, very quickly on Prakash Industries, a small cap stock, 3,000 crores of market cap. What are the charts suggesting to you, Vikas, on Prakash Industries?
Well, this stock, what he suggested, the whole pattern as it's described, from 235 to 40, it witnesses good corrective action here to 140 levels. So we believe the price correction is over. Now it's on version of the breakout. It was band of averages near to those 178 to 181 odd indicates. The ball stock has witnessed good amount of price and volume both action on the positive side. So if 180 to 183 has been crossed, then we could expect a further up move to 205 to 210 levels. So we can continue to hold on. If we want, we can keep a trailing stop of around 163 from current levels. Otherwise, the potential target could be 205 to 210.
All right, so that's a hold view coming in on Prakash Industries. Vikas, coming straight to you on this, is it advisable for our caller Prabhakar to stay invested in Netweb Technologies because he is sitting on a very big loss there?
I would recommend to avoid to invest further because if you look at the stock has almost multiplied by 3x over the last 2.5 years. From a base of around 1100 odd levels to it has made a high near to those 3300 odd. So maybe probably the timing in which he invested was near to those 52-week highs. The volume and price pattern suggest there would be some further corrective action because it has witnessed a strong breakdown from its 200-day average with sharp volumes. So we believe it's better to avoid. If the stock exits, some amount of consolidation or bounce back comes near to those 2350, 2400, that would be an ideal price to exit the stock.
All right. And
Let me go across to Vikas on this. Vikas, Varun Beverages, while a high PE stock has seen some correction, any kind of view that you have on Varun Beverages currently?
Yeah, you can continue to hold on. The stock has been a consistent wealth creator. No doubt, immediate basis, we have witnessed good corrective action from the highs of 675, 670 to 570. So the stock is completely oversold. So we believe some bounce back from the current levels cannot be ruled out because it is almost near to its last quarter 52-week lows of those when the stock went for a stock split. So we believe the stock can equally bounce near to those 610 to 620. And as it has been a new entry into the F&O segment, so some amount of volatility has been increased into the stock. But we can hold on at current levels for 610 to 620 odd.
okay, so that's a hold. And Vikas, do you have to add on to it?
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Well, the stock has witnessed good corrective action. So along with the line, the whole mid cap and the small caps where we have witnessed. But it is been crossing in the short-term band of averages. So some bounce back cannot be ruled out. But I would stick the view with Mahesh that he should keep a trailing stop on the downside near to those 1850, 1800 odd levels. Because if that is being breached, then we could see further decline.
Got that view, Vikas. Vikas, would you concur with the view? It's seen a lot of price correction in the last 1 year. Would you concur with this view of staying invested at this point of time?
Yeah, I would agree with Mahesh because if you look at the stock has already been declined by 50% from its recent top, but it is making some formidable bottom-up formation into those 115 to 120 levels. So it's at multi-year low. Some announcement related to the results which are due in the current week. If something comes through, then we could witness some amount of strong traction. So it would continue to remain invested. We believe first the band of this 135 to 115 band has been there, which has been consolidating. A breakout above clear 135 would witness the stock to move to 165 to 170 levels.
All right, so that's a whole view coming in.
Vikas, any kind of outlook that you have on this mid-tier private banks and especially IDFC as well?
We can continue to hold on. No doubt the stock was been a lot of promissory events, but it would continue to deliver. The merger process which was been hanging around has also been completed. Now the stock is witnessing some amount of traction from the lower part of the range. So good support area near to those 58-59 band from where it has witnessed some amount of bounce back. And if some totally result updates, some surprise pair, the stock would again regain its glory near to those 73-75. So we can continue to hold on at current levels. And if he wishes to add, he can add further with a stop of around 58.
Okay, so that's a hold view coming in on ID.
Mahesh, we actually have a WhatsApp query now from Raj from Bangalore. He's holding roughly 2,000 shares of Yes Bank at 23 rupees per share. Let me go across to Vikas first. Vikas, we've seen, the last 3 to 4 years have not been very strong on the fundamental side. Anything that you're seeing on the charts for Yes Bank?
Nothing great so because the stock is just languishing around at this price. On the higher side, it moves near to 21, 22, then again gets back to 17.5, 18. So unless until this 21.5, 22 brand breakout doesn't come through, we could not witness anything major up move. Most lately, the last month, it has been added into the F&O segment, so it is witnessing some amount of price and volume action, but difficult to make money. Instead, it will switch on to some other private banks like IDFC First or Federal Bank.
All right, I'm afraid with that, we'll have to slip into a short break. There's more lined up on the other side. Please stay tuned to NDTV Profit.